Hi everyone, I'm Indumati Srinivasan, representing Enku Technology Solutions India Private Limited. So first of all, I'm very happy to be a part of the Things Conference 2021, and hopefully all people are staying safe and healthy. So first of all, I'm going to introduce our organization and our workings related to LoRaWAN technology. So I need to categorize three workings of our organization. So one is a product development, and another one is the IoT solutions we are providing, and another one is an in-house manufacturing facility. So in India, we are the one company doing the product development and R&D researches about the LoRaWAN technology, and we are very proud to bring the LoRaWAN technology to the India as a very first organization. Inside of the product development, we are doing a lot of wireless communication involved products like Bluetooth enabled IoT devices and wireless like Wi-Fi related, and also we are doing some interesting products related to LoRaWAN technology. So coming to the IoT solutions, we are providing various use cases for all over the world, and also we are providing a lot of various solutions to the India. So for example, we can say in IoT solutions so far we have provided is smart city and smart home automation, and we are also giving some LoRaWAN enabled poultry solutions, and we are giving some LoRaWAN related energy metering, water metering to the India. So these are all the various streams we are involving the LoRaWAN technology in a bigger way. So the third thing is we can say like our in-house manufacturing facility is very comfortable. Whether some customers we are reaching us, it's like end-to-end solution we can able to give, like from this from starting to the R&D and the final product with the PCB manufacturing. So these are the things we are doing related to our organization. So let's quickly jump into the topic. So here today we are going to discuss about the introduction of Smart Office, and what is the features involved in the Smart Office, and why LoRaWAN is very important in smart automation, and what is the system overall overview of the Smart Office which is enabled with LoRaWAN technology, and what is the benefits we are getting from this, and what are all the deployments we organization so far deployed in our workspace. Coming to the introduction of the Smart Office, all people can know what is home automation and what is the smart automation, everything, right? So what is automation? So basically all the devices around us is connected with one particular centralized system, like via internet, right? So they can also able to communicate between the IoT devices without any human interruption, and they can able to control, and they can able to communicate without any human presence, right? So these are the things we are calling as a smart thing, right? So why we are going for a smart thing in a workplace? We can say it creates a smart ecosystem in the workplace. So how we can say is we can manage, and we can monitor, and we can control all the appliances whenever we can and wherever we can. Okay. So it also brings us energy efficient, and also it more secure and more comfortable for the employees who are working in organization, and it more gives some unstressful things, right? So most of the employees are being stressed, like apart from the right work, whenever we are going to left the office, we need to switch off the fan, and we need to switch off all the appliances working in our desk, right? So it makes some stressful or some extra work apart from our regular work, right? So these can be controlled automatically. Then it brings very comfortable, right, for all the employees who are working. So so we can create some smarter ecosystem, and also the workplace where technology enables a work better and faster and also in a smarter way. Let's see what are the features involved in the smart office. So first we can take smart lighting control. So what is smart lighting control? So whenever we are entering into the workplace, we are doing some very first thing like switch oning the appliances whatever we are using, and we need to get a break and we need to switch off the appliances. We need to save the energy, right? So these are the things, little things we need to do where we can implement these IoT devices, so it can take over all the things, all the control in a smarter way, right? So we can implement, for example, we can implement some sensors which sense the human presence, and it can automatically switch on and off the appliances. So it makes us little extra comfortable. Next is intelligent climate. So we can see what is intelligent climate first of all. So every employees will feel some cold or hot in their work desk or in their workplace, right? So the management can't also we can say it is very hard to please every employees for their own comfortableness, right? So so for this we can identify what is the current temperature level and what is the current humidity level, so that we can control the appliances in a correct manner, right? So it will bring us a pleasant feeling for every employees to work in a better way and also in a concentration thing. So next we can go for smart conference rooms. So we can say in every organization there is a lot of departments, right? For example, R&D departments, and for example PCB manufacturing department, and we can say the sales department. So there are a lot of departments, and also they want to give they also want to do some meetings, and they also do some discussion about their workings. So consider if some conference rooms are already occupied, right? So so other department can't schedule, right? If they scheduled already, then they will lose the timings, right? So actually in organization the time is very important, right? So every hour it leads our business operation better, right? So we can schedule and we can implement some smart things in a conference room, whether the conference room is already occupied with other departments or other people's, and we can schedule according to that, so that it brings some time consuming things in our workplace. So next we can go for video monitoring. So what is video monitoring? Watching via CCTV? Yeah. So like it brings more security inside the office. So we can't say the harm things or like other things will only happen in outside, right? So every workplace we need some video monitoring to record all the thefts process, and also to track all the employees' performance also, right? So it is very easy for the organization to track all the operations doing inside the workspace. So the next thing is employee tracker. So consider it's like an 2 to 3 kilometers related office, like. So in that environment we need some employee tracker like to monitor where the employee is currently and where the employee is currently scheduled with another work or not. So we can easily track the employees, and also we can easily allocate them in for the next workings. So it easily brings the manager to bring or schedule the work easily in the working environment. So next, the motorized blinds. So as I told already, like a smart lighting control, we can also do the motorized blinds. So in every office, every employees, they need some fresh air, right? Some fresh ventilation. So they used to control the blinds, and they'll just open the blinds, and they'll just ignore that, right? To close the blinds before left the office. So in case we implement some devices to control automatically open or close according to the intensity of the intensity present in the workplace, like intensity present inside the environment. So the employee don't need to worry about whether we can be opened or closed, and we just freely comfortable with our work, and we don't need to concentrate a little things for this. So next we can go for energy metering. So what is energy monitoring? So by these implementation we can greatly save our energy uses. So because the energy crisis is more bigger thing in the world, right? So wherever we can go, we need some energy to equip or to work with the devices, right? So if we waste our energy or electricity not turning on or any appliances or ACs or anything, then I mean turning off any appliances, so it leads some energy consumption, right? Then so it is one of the big investment for the organization. So we can save the energy by these implementation in the organization, which leads also the organization to invest lesser in a energy monitoring. So next we can go for feedback system. So let's consider in an organization lot of employees are working, right? So if they are suffering some issues or some understandings to consider with the manager, so they can't approach face to face, right? So for some reasons they can't approach. So if we implement some feedback system with fully controlled by a machine or fully controlled by an automation, they can easily put their points in front of the feedback system, and they can freely tell their issues, and the managers also, and also the superiors also, they can know the what are all the issues they are facing, and they can easily rectify, and also they can easily resolve the things in the organization. So it makes employees better to work, and also it is make more comfortable. Why LoRaWAN in smart office? So actually we can also do the smart things, smart automation in various wireless communication, right? So in Bluetooth we can do, and in Wi-Fi we can do. So what makes sense? We are bringing the LoRaWAN technology. But let's say example, if we go for Wi-Fi, it needs some internet provisions, right? To control the any appliances, to control any IoT devices, right? So in case, for example, if we go for Bluetooth, the range it matters, right? We can only control within the 10 meters, right? So if we go for LoRaWAN, we can bring those two issues in. We can rectify. Also, we can resolve those two issues in LoRaWAN technology. So how? So let's say in LoRaWAN, the name itself, it is bringing the term like long range, right? So we can achieve longer communication, longer signal range to control or to monitor any kind of IoT devices. So first thing, it is the one. So the next thing, it don't need any internet provision to control any IoT devices. So it only based on only the transmission reception, and also it covers more longer range. The next point we can say is completely an open source. So anybody in the around the world, we can use the LoRaWAN technology to their own products. So the next is real-time visualization. So in LoRaWAN, we can see the data analytics, data statistics anytime and anywhere. So we can feel the real-time monitoring and real-time visualization, so that it brings some meaningful things to our automation. So the next thing is high battery life. So if we go for Wi-Fi or Bluetooth, it will actually take larger energy consumption, right? So in LoRaWAN, we actually bring the IoT devices in a better low power consumption, so better lifespan. Consider the signal, it will penetrate the buildings or walls easily, and it has lesser path loss when compared to other wireless communication like Wi-Fi, Sigfox, Zigbee, everything. So next, it is more secure because it has two types of provisions. Like security is it takes AES encryption method to visualize or to monitor data in a more secure way. So we actually involving a lot of keys to crack our devices or visualization of our devices. Like we're having two methods. So one is over there activation, and another one is ABP, like activation by personalization. So there are two things which we can do for the security here. So the next is cost effective. So if we consider, if we deploy Wi-Fi enabled smart automation, so we need to invest for the internet also, right, to communicate every single let's consider smart lightning control. So when the employees will come and go, right, so every time it will sense and it will control the appliances. So it will the communication, the exchange of data is more, right. So so every data it needs internet while we are going for other communication, for say example for Wi-Fi. So here in LoRaWAN, in LoRaWAN there is no need of internet, so that we can save our investment in that. So it is more cost effective compared to other wireless communication. Let's consider and let's explore what are all the devices and gateways we can use for LoRaWAN. Here I'm going to show about the door access device. So here it is a base Dragino device. So it is completely working on LoRaWAN class A protocol. So we can install in doors and in doors in the conference room or any workplace related doors. We can monitor whenever the doors gets open or closed, and we are also having the data collection about like how many times it closed and how many times it opens. How they are using the conference room, so that we can come across the statistics so in a smarter way. So let's briefly look into the specifications about this product. So it is completely worked on LoRaWAN version 1.2.0.2 specification, and it has SX1262 LoRa chip inbuilt, and it will detect the open and close status of the door, and it will support all the frequency bands like in Europe or India or Australia. So there is 6 frequency bands it will support actually. Okay, next we will see about the LoRaWAN IO controller. Okay, so this is the product. It also based on Dragino manufacturing. So it has a lot of input peripherals like 4 to 20 milliamps peripheral and 0 to 30 volt peripheral, and we can having 2 inbuilt relays for controlling the appliances, and we having 2 digital inputs and 2 digital outputs. So it is actually working based on 0 to 24 volt power supply. So this is a ready to deploy product actually. So every person can feel the LoRaWAN technology by connecting their own appliances. Connecting their own appliances by this product actually. So actually this will comes under based on STM32 microcontroller, and it is having SX1276 or 78 wireless LoRaWAN chip, and it will also support 6 to 7 frequency bands like Europe region, Indian region, Australia, US. By this product we can able to detect the room occupancy of whether the people is in presence or in absence. So based on that we can control the appliances over the workspace. Like we can interface some PIR sensor, and we can detect some motion detection, whether the peoples or employees are working in current area, and we can also control the appliances based on that. Next we can see about the environmental monitoring device. So we can see this device, right? So it has inbuilt SHT sensor which detects the current temperature and humidity, and it also based on Dragino manufacturing. So it is actually battery operated thing. It will long last for 10 years which we can send data twice in every day. So it has also a SX1276 LoRa chip, and also it will support for all the frequency regions, all the frequency bands, and also it will it has two classes in LoRaWAN technology, like Class A and Class C. So it supports for Class A and Class C protocol. So next we are going to see about air quality monitoring device and blind control. So here we are actually using our own customized product. So here it is also support for all the three wireless technology like Bluetooth, Wi-Fi and LoRaWAN. So we are going to use the RF96 for LoRaWAN communication, and it has inbuilt Bluetooth low energy communication and Wi-Fi communication. So it is actually a generic board where every developers or every academic peoples can use all the technology. They can experience all the communication in one board as a generic node. So here we are actually monitoring all the air quality parameters like particulate matters in all the widths like 10, 2.5, and the light intensity of the environment, and also we can monitor the important parameters like oxygen, CO2 and NO2, like that. So by these data collections and by these analytics, we can able to monitor the pollution inside the workplace, and we can easily overcome that, and we can lead our working culture in a healthy way. So let's see about the gateways, LoRaWAN gateways which is involved in the smart automation. So we have two categories. One is indoor gateway and another one is outdoor gateway. So what is the difference between indoor and outdoor? So actually the working principles and microcontrollers and devices involved in inbuiltly, it's the same thing between outdoor and indoor, but the IP6 rated and the surge protection, everything will come under the outdoor gateway, so that you can use in an outdoor condition, and in indoor you can use in a inside environment where we can use in a smart rooms or conference rooms. So these gateways are we are representing apart from Dragino. So we are using Dragino gateways. So these gateways are well equipped enclosure. So it will achieve basically 3 to 4 kilometers range. So you can consider if we deploy outdoor gateway in a smart city or a smart working place, like you'll be covering up to 1 to 2 buildings. So you can use for all the IoT devices from one gate. So these gateways are used actually all the it will support all the frequency bands, and it will also support for Class A and Class C based LoRaWAN devices. And outdoor gateway, what I am mentioning, it will support 3 dBA antenna, which it has a longer signal strength to communicate the device, each and every devices. And for indoor gateway we are using 1 dB. So as we all know, whenever we are increasing the gain, so we can achieve a lot of signal strength, and we are also able to reduce the path loss, right? Next we are going to see system overview of the smart office. So here we are differentiate 4 parts, like one is end devices, and next one is a gateways, and next one is a network servers, and the last one is an application server. So here we can having the end devices as what we are mentioning, like IoT devices, like door sensor devices, IO controllers, and to control the appliances, and the ETS wireless development module. So these are the devices which connected with the sensors and which connected to the appliances to control. And the next part, it will send the data via uplink to the gateways, so the centralized gateways. So the gateways here is a part which communicate the device without any internet access, and also a longer range. So without any internet provision, it will transmit and reception the data altogether. So from gateways we are forwarding those data to a centralized network server, what we are using a Things Industries LoRaWAN network server. So here we are actually registering both devices and gateways in the network servers, and we are getting both the data all the data from all the various devices, and we are visualizing here in a Things Industries. So later we need to visualize, or we need to get a dashboard kind of things to getting a data collection and doing some statistics analytics, right? So we are actually using our own application server called the ThinkSmate, which we are developed recently, and we are actually kept analyzing and statistic things in our own ThinkSmate. So we are actually using all the three different kind of. Further, we can see the benefits of LoRaWAN and also the benefits of Smart Office. So what are all the benefits we are going to gain from this Smart Office and Smart Automation in a workspace? So first, we can improvise the productivity, right? So what way we can improvise means, if the employee is settled in a good environment and in a smarter environment, they feel very comfortable. So we can use these kind of smart things to improvise our productivity, and also we can concentrate our works without any small interruption. Furthermore, we are going to see about the benefits of Smart Office. So here, first of all, we can improvise the productivity by working in a pleasantful environment and automated environment. And next, we can improvise our office schedule management, and also it simplifies our works. And the next thing is it improves the relationship between the employees and employer, like superior. So in what way? So as we all see the features involved in a Smart Office, like feedback system. So if we able to overcome our issues and put our thoughts via in a feedback system, it is easily to know each employees by the manager or superior, so that they can establish any remedies for the or the result for the working environment. So it will improvise the relationship between the employees and the managers. So the next thing is creation of better working environment. So if we are working a lot of things like as we all know, in certain office there is a developer or a R&D team, so they need to concentrate their work. So we need to keep the environment in a pleasant way, in a better way, so it will more create our the thoughts to concentrate in our work, and also it will reduce our deviation, and also it will reduce our stressful because of the environment around us. So the next is it will improve the leverage of cloud computing. So as we all know, we are working in an IoT devices, and also we will implement in a IoT devices for a smarter home, right? So every data and every visualization will come under the internet, right? In internet. So everywhere from around the world we can access our files and access our data collections and access our statistics. So it will improvise our cloud computing in a right way. So the next is it will reduce our time consumption. For example, as we all say, smart conference room. So if we already allocated some business meetings or some important client meetings, so if the conference room or any other meeting hall will already occupied from other departments, so it will just lead our time consumption, right? So we can reduce the time consumption of every employees or every important managers and also every important clients to approach us. So it will consume our time, and also it will do our productivity in a better. So here you can see our deployments and our data analytics. So here our organization already deployed some smart brand, and we are also working together with the smart environment. So you can see actually we are controlling the lightning, automatic lightning, and we are controlling the blinds, and we are implementing the environmental monitoring, and we are also monitoring the air quality, so that we can achieve lot of productivity and also lot of performance for the every employee, so that we can also grow in a better way. I'm very happy to present my session to everyone. So I'm very thankful whoever watching my session and who are all get some ideas about my session, and hope it helps everyone who are all watching. And also let's see and hope we will meet once again for another next year, the Things Conference 2022.